How's everybody doing? So let's see what we got going on today. It says a woman explains the hardship of multitasking, work along with children's explains the hardships of multitasking work along with children's school activities. If you're already having a difficult time, why are you approving your kids to have all these extra activities? See, I think I've already addressed this before, but it comes up a lot with single moms. It's just like oftentimes they're the cause of their own problems because they want us when they're with their kids. They want their kids to love them. They want their kids to be happy being around them, in everything. So they're pushovers a lot of times. They're just like whatever goes, and then they get frustrated after a while because their kids aren't conforming and making their lives easier, because they're just being pushovers, and then they lose it and they start yelling at their kids and all this stuff, and then they apologize, and it becomes this kind of like flip-floppy emotional roller coaster shit where you don't know whether she's going to be angry or she's going to be happy or whatever the hell, and you just put your kids into this state of emotional instability, uh, or or you just you're trying to do work and the kid stuff at the equal level. You want to be the best at this, and you want to be the best at this at the same time, and you're adding more things on your plate, and then you get frustrated at the end of the day that things aren't getting easier, even though you keep adding more. You like or you're like, okay, I'm crushing this. Let me just add some more weight because I can lift all of it. I'm the strongest ever. And then you keep adding weight, and then you're like, oh my God, this is so hard. This isn't fair. Like, what are you talking about? You added the weight. You would be able to carry it, and you realize you couldn't. And instead of dropping some weight, you're like complaining that it's so hard. It's just ridiculous. Being a mom is hard. No shit. Being a working mom is harder. No shit. That's why most women don't want to do it, especially with children who are in extracurricular activities. That should make it easier because you have to deal with the kids less. All right. Let's see. Any woman who juggles office work, managing an entire household, and taking care of her kids understands the pain and stress that comes along with all the responsibility. One mom on TikTok finally reached a breaking point in her life because she had no escape from it except going out on a full-blown rant. Mo, who goes by Rex and Mo, on TikTok, has seemingly experienced a total burnout while taking care of her kids and making sure they are attending their extracurricular activities, all the while she tries to perform the best in her job. Why is she making sure that they do it? If they sign up for the activity and the activity is not necessary, why are you making sure they do it and then saying it's hard for you? You see what I'm talking about? These women causes their own problems. And I don't know why this is a thing that a lot of ladies do, where they have a problem, and instead of immediately trying to fix it, trying to think of a solution, they just want to talk about the problem. They just want to have a conversation about it. And then at no point do they try to fix it. And the main reason that they do this is that the fact that the solution might involve someone not being happy with them. The solution might be sacrificing something. You have a problem, you're spending too much, The solution is you might have to cut back on spending, and that doesn't make you happy. You know? So they just don't solve the problem and just talk about it. It's just weird to me. Mo vented her frustration in a viral video, which gave indifferent people a reality check on what it feels like to be a working mom. People know it's hard. You didn't blow their minds. Everyone knows it's hard. That's why most people don't want to do it. This exhausted mom even goes as far as to state that giving her best to make sure her kids get to the activity. You know what? You know what I bet she never misses? She never misses a goddamn TikTok video. She never misses to update her TikTok. Out of all the things she has to do, that's one thing she'll never miss doing, is updating her TikTok. Guarantee it. It feels unsustainable. No shit, it's unsustainable. Like, how long am I going to be able to do this? I don't know. I don't know. Why were you doing it in the first place? It just doesn't even make sense. It feels unsustainable. Do this. I don't know. I'm going to work. No shit, you have to go to work because you need the money. I'm getting off work. Well, you have to get off work, but you can't stay there all day. I got around everybody. I got to round everybody up, I think is what she's saying. I have a school-age child. I have babies at daycare. Mo continues. I got to make sure I got his stuff for football. Why? Why? Just tell him to get his stuff. And if he goes to football without his stuff enough times and he get embarrassed enough times, guess what he's going to do? He's going to get his goddamn stuff for football. But that's why you need a dad. That's why you need the father, because a father would make that choice. He would solve the problem and not fucking whine about it and then enable the child to keep making the same mistakes and making your life hard. I got to make sure I got their snacks. Why? Why? Do they have meals? Are they fed? Are they starving? Why do they need a snack? A snack is a luxury. It's not a necessity. If it's too much of a burden on you, only do it on occasion. Why are you doing it all the time? Why are you making sure you're doing it? Do you take any steps to make your life easier? Or do you just like complaining? I got to make sure I got a portable potty. Ever heard of diapers? When I'm done doing that, sitting there trying to entertain the little ones, why? Why? Why are you trying to entertain them? Are you afraid that your little kids might be bored? While the big one is practicing. So you take the little kids to the goddamn football. He's not even playing an official game. He's literally just practicing. You take the babies there instead of just picking him up after practice. What in the... I then have to go home. Well, you don't live there, so you have to go home. Wash everybody up. You can just wash the babies and then he can wash himself. Feed everybody. You could have been making food while he was at practice. Get everybody down to sleep and do it again the next day. You are a problem. You are a goddamn problem, lady. You are a whole goddamn problem. And I see why you're a single mom. Ain't nobody dealing with that bullshit. Well, until next time.